Hello, and welcome to Fortress, Alaska. I'm your host, Dave, and today we're just going to end the year with the worst things I've seen on the internet this year, the best thing I saw on the internet, and some really cool thing I saw on the internet. But anyways, so sit back, relax, very short video, just to end the year on what I thought was the best, the worst, and the most interesting. And for you Pink Floyd fans, I have my Dark Side of the Loon shirt on. So sit back and relax. Okay, for the worst thing I saw this year on the internet, and I am not going to call the guy out, this doesn't seem appropriate, but I saw a gentleman complaining that his totally stock Glock was having problems failing to feed or failing to chamber rounds. And he went on and on about it being a totally stock Glock. And then eventually he got to the point where he said, but he did change the barrel. So this is a barrel, this is a cartridge, it's a dummy. But what is the one part that interacts with the round that could be critical to whether or not it chambers or feeds properly? The one part he said he changed on his all stock Glock. It's a totally stock Glock, but with an aftermarket barrel. Well, if your Glock is not chambering properly, and it's not a stock barrel, it just might be that aftermarket barrel. Because I can tell you that, like, the one part that is ultimately critical for chambering is the barrel, because that's where the chamber is. So that was the dumbest thing I saw all year on the internet. Now, the best thing I saw on the internet has to do with the bench block. So take a look. This is a little bit off my computer showing you the bench block if you don't know what I'm talking about.
So this is a gunsmithing block or a gun block. This is the typical thing you see people using when they're fixing their firearms or working on other firearm related products. But I saw an interesting video put out by Ruger, no less, who had a much better idea, simpler and more cost effective. Maybe it doesn't do as much, but probably meets 95% of your needs.
Now, I will give full credit to who I saw show this solution if you don't have a bench block or if you just don't want to spend your money on it. And that was Ruger Firearms itself. They said rather than using a bench block, use a roll of tape. You can use it just like a bench block. And the nice thing is you have the tape too. And when your tape's gone, you just get a new one. You have a brand new bench block and a roll of tape at the same time. So, if you don't have a bench block handy, you need one, use a roll of tape. I mean, I have rolls of tape like this around the house all over the place because I need them and I use them all often. So why invest in a bench block? Now, granted, can a bench block do more? But probably, yes. But I bet you this roll of tape working as a bench block will probably do 90% of what you need. And in most cases, it'll take care of you. So that was the best idea I saw all year on the internet, and that was thanks to Ruger. Now, the coolest thing I saw on the internet, and I'll show you now on my computer, was the 75th anniversary from H&K. I'm not an HK guy, but take a look.
The coolest thing that I saw in 2024 would be from HK USA. They have the MR27 tribute rifle, and of course AK doesn't have pictures you can zoom in on. We had the 75th anniversary rifle, the Flecktarn, which denotes the type of camouflage it has, which would be a sort of woodland camouflage. We have the Tropentarn, which I assume is more a desert cam. And then what I think is coolest would be the 75th anniversary VP set, which is a Flecktarn and a Tropentarn camouflage pattern matching VP9s with a coin and extra magazines, and only 1,000 pairs being made. I think this is the coolest of the products I've seen this year. I'm not an HK collector, so I'm not after getting one. If I was into HK, I would probably have ordered these long ago. But they're not my main thing. So, without a doubt, this was probably the coolest product I saw in 2024. I know what's going to happen in 2026 because Beretta is going to be 500 years old, and I am getting ready for that, and I'm afraid it's going to bust me. It's going to probably cost me a lot of money. Anyways, once again, this was the coolest products that I saw in 2024.
Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Have a very happy new year. I hope you had a very wonderful Christmas. And as always, have a good day and get out shooting.